Hi everybody, welcome to the midweek energy check-in reading. We're here again. Fabulous. Right, let's get on with this. So yes, this is a 4-card spread and it will be time-stamped, which is will be in the comments and the description box. There'll be a blue number against your zodiac sign. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs. Just simply pop your finger on the blue number and it will open up the reading for you. And whilst you're at it, you might want to pop your finger on the like button too. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. Right, let's get on with this. Okay, we're time-stamping Aries at, let me have a look, what are we time stamping you at? 0036. Welcome Aries to your midweek energy check-in reading. This is your past, your present, your future energy and what they'd like you to embrace more of. Now, if you follow the channel regularly, you will know that your reading at the weekend was the first reading I've ever had 5 majors come out as the standard, the first 5 cards on the table. So that was pretty special. So go and check that out if you've got Aries in your sign or for your sun sign is Aries. Right, let's get on with this. So the focus, no, it's not the focus, the past energy. For Aries, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to start off with majors again for you, Aries. Your current energy is the 5 of Cups. Your future energy is the 9 of Wands, and what they would like you to embrace more of is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune is your past energy. Now, the past energy of the Wheel of Fortune, again, I am going to clarify because we do like to clarify the majors. The Wheel of Fortune is about things moving on in a positive manner. It's about you going to the next stage of something, the next step of something. The other side to the Wheel of Fortune can be that you feel a little bit stuck in a rut about something, you know, can't make your mind up about an issue, or you just keep going round and round in circles, giving it another 6 months, giving it another few weeks. I don't know, even putting bears in the road perhaps. I don't know, however it resonates for you, but we will clarify. I do think maybe it's a little bit of a repeated cycle going on because you're sitting as the 5 of Cups. And this is a card of a little bit of loss, regret and disappointment card. It's also the card of feeling like you've lost something, somebody perhaps. And what this card is about is focusing on what you haven't got rather than what you have got. Now, obviously, that's what they don't want you to do. They want you to like look at, you know, that what's happened has happened, you know. Even if this Wheel of Fortune represents for you that things were moving on in a positive way, perhaps there's some sort of disappointment that it didn't move on in the way that you thought it would. But hey ho, you know what we do, we grow from change, and the 5 of Cups advice of that is let's turn a negative into a positive. We've got the 9 of Wands as what you're stepping into. Now, the 9 of Wands is the card of feeling like the wounded warrior. This is hard work, but it's also about putting boundaries up and saying no and learning when to say no to others. It's about protection, protecting yourself too, and not keep saying yes and taking stuff on, because that's when we get really burdened with life, if you like. But it's also the card of feeling that you want to give up on something. So with that 5 of Cups followed by the 9 of Wands, it feels like something is just too much hard work. What they'd like you to embrace more of is the Queen of Swords. Now, this makes perfect sense. The Queen of Swords says it as it is. You know, she would not bat an eyelid. She wouldn't get to the 9 of Wands for starters because she has very strong boundaries. So that's what they want you to start putting in place, I feel. Tell it as it is. Be clear-cut with your communication. If you say no, mean no. Don't say no and then go, oh, go on then. You know, it's that kind of energy. Queen of Swords is really a truth seeker too, and she gets right to the core of the matter and then moves on. You know, she doesn't carry any burden with her. She also cuts off people that do not serve her. So let's have a look at the Wheel of Fortune, shall we? And see why we've got that for you, Aries. Why do we have the Wheel of Fortune, please, and thank you for Aries. Okay, what's happened there? 8 of Wands. So this is positive news. It's like you did get some good news. Something you thought was going in the right direction, and it may still be going in the right direction. You're just feeling maybe, you know, even if you have moved on in a positive manner, the 5 of Cups can say, well, oh, but I've left this behind. You know, it's a bit of something that's gone on here that you thought, well, I didn't think that I would lose that side of it. Maybe it's friendships, and relationships. But the 8 of Wands is a really lovely card. It's like, you know, you've got good momentum going on here, or you had good momentum. I don't know who was put you in that 5 of Cups energy, but the Queen of Swords will certainly bring you out of it. Anyway, let's have a look at your these are the Ancient Stones Oracle. Now, I have been using these for quite a while now, but it's because I just really am connecting to them, and they're just very, very in tune with the readings. So there we go. There's your message from Ancient Stones Oracle. Oh my gosh, you won't believe this. It says cycle breaker, Aries, which is what I said about the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you're stuck in a bit of a cycle here. It says you'll get through it. The cycle is ending. Excellent. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that as we move on to Taurus. Anyway, Aries, sorry to mention, forgot to mention, please check out your moon and rising signs. And I want to say thank you so much for being here. Right. Okay. Now we're moving on to Taurus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Quick shuffle and time stamping at 05:34. So welcome, Taurus, to your midweek energy check-in reading. This is your past, your present, your future energy and what they'd like you to embrace more of. All time stamped in the description box and the comments for you. Right, let's get on with this for you, Taurus. Okay, what do we have? Your past energy is the Three of Cups. Your present energy is the King of Wands. Your future energy is the World. Very nice. And what they'd like you to embrace more of is the Queen of Wands. Wow. So this is lovely. Straight away, it feels very energized, feels very happy, very driven. Very nice. So you're coming out of the Three of Cups energy. Perhaps you've been socializing with the people that really matter to you and they've put you on a high. That's what that makes me feel. You know, these are your tribe, the Three of Cups. They're the sort of people that celebrate your success. You know, I always say that they put the crown right on your head when it's a little bit off kilter and they don't make a song and dance about it. Although they're singing and dancing there, it's for your support, you know, and maybe you've been getting out a little bit more and enjoying life a little bit more. And I like that. Socializing, networking. You're sitting as the King of Wands. They have given you such a lot of confidence. You've built up your confidence. Maybe, you know, especially if you're in sales or something, maybe you've just gone a little bit further with that Three of Cups energy. It's giving you this King of Wands, like, oh my gosh, you know what? He's charismatic. He's an entrepreneur. He turns his hand to anything. He's Wands energy, so he has a fire in his belly, like really wants to be a leader in something, to get a project, you know, really successful outcome to something. Determined too, real great sense of determination. And then you're stepping into the World energy, and I like this. It's like you've achieved what you need to achieve. And this is about saying, right, okay, I'm going to it's time for me to leave this now and I need to step into something new. I do feel like this is all at once though. I don't feel this is past, present and future. I just feel like this is encompassing absolutely everything that's going on at the moment. But it's happened to be in these certain stages, if that makes sense. So you've gone from socializing, getting out there, gaining some confidence, to the King of Wands, who's like, talk about like go from, you know, really a step up the ladder, to the World card, feeling accomplished. This is feeling like you've really succeeded at something. Now what else can you do? Really lovely cards. Now what else can you do? You can embrace the Queen of Wands. You have the King and the Queen here, so again, very ambitious. This is continue that momentum. The Queen of Wands has such a high energy. It's like, what now can I do? Because I've proven to myself already, I've done it once, I can do it again. The Queen of Wands is the absolute epitome of the law of attraction. What she thinks about, she gets. So therefore, you know, she's not really bothered about what others think of her. She's very, as I say, charismatic. When she walks into a room, she just has such a beautiful energy about her that people are just drawn to her. So it's like, carry this on, Taurus, you know, have this, you know, continue the vibrancy, because there's definitely more in store with that World card there for you. Now let's just clarify that World card, shall we, for you, please and thank you. There we go. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Lovely. The Eight of Pentacles is like setting up your own business, having your own little side hustle. The World card tells me you're stepping out to something that you really want to do independently now. You've learned something along the way, and now it's time to set up your own goal for this to achieve, whether, as I say, whether that is a side hustle or whether, you know, your goal is to work independently at work. Even it doesn't mean to say you're working from home or you know, you're leaving anywhere. It just means you feeling really determined and committed to working into the night, giving something your all. But it's really exciting. It's Pentacles as well, so it keeps the money flowing. Let's have a look at your Ancient Stones Oracle message to finish this reading for Taurus, please and thank you. Okay, what do we have? Releasing the past, emerging, transforming, and energies have transmuted. That's lovely. Maybe that's your Three of Cups. Perhaps they've allowed you, they've gotten you out of a little bit of a rut, a little bit of a hermit mode, maybe, that you've released some past energies. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, Taurus. Thanks as always for watching. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs, and we're moving swiftly on to Gemini. Okay, and quick shuffle for Gemini. Time stamping Gemini at 010:08. So welcome Gemini to your midweek energy check-in reading. This is your past, your present, your future energy and what they would like you to embrace more of. All time stamped in the description box and the comments with a blue number. Okay, your past energy is just flicked over. We have the Knight of Swords. Your present energy is the Nine of Wands. Your future energy, what you're stepping into, I like that, is the Eight of Wands. Ooh. And what they'd like you to embrace more of is the Five of Cups. Okay. Sorry, just paranoid about the mics. Okay. Knight of Swords is what you're just coming out of, and you got the Knight of Swords. I know you did. I'm sure you did in your weekend reading. And the Knight of Swords is about, you've had a great idea. You're now putting that into action. This is very quick energies. Maybe you've ummed and ahed about something for quite a period of time. And now it's like, right, now I've made my mind up. I want it yesterday. You know, this is like really decisive, fast, very, can be a little bit bull in a china shop energy. As I said, I think this is what was in your reading at the weekend, to say just be careful not to skip some stages of something just out of sheer enthusiasm though, so just be mindful of that. Now the Nine of Wands is how you're sitting at the moment. This energy is exhausting, and I don't think it's a bad exhaustion though. This is you just, I think, taking a step back and having a little bit of a rest, saying, wow, you know what, I didn't realize it was going to be such hard work, but you know, you're going to get through this. You're at a 9. The 9 is very close to a 10. Obviously, do not give up, especially if you're feeling like you need to give up, because I can see your next card in play here. Your next card is the 8 of Wands. Now, some people think, how can 9 to an 8? That sounds like you're going backwards, but it certainly isn't, because the 8 of Wands comes when you are in alignment with your energy, with your ideas, and with your thoughts, and with your what's the word? Your oomph to go forward. That's the only word I could think of, oomph to go forward. Determination. So you're stepping into being very determined. The 8 of Wands also represents good news coming in. So that 9 of Wands, perhaps you're taking a step back thinking, hang on a minute, what have I done here? I'm not sure. But don't worry, there's good news coming in. Everything's coming into alignment for you. I think you just got to be a bit patient here. Perhaps with that Knight of Swords, you've got into this energy of, well, now I want it, and I want it yesterday, as I said. You know, he's very much like, stop talking about it, get on with it. The 9 of Wands, yes, now I'm shattered from it. It's a lot of hard work going on here. Also, just be careful of the 9 of Wands with what you are taking on seriously. You can feel a bit burnt out. So there's no reason why not to just take a rest on his wand, just what he's doing now there. Anyway, 5 of Cups, what they want you to embrace more of. Now, the 5 of Cups is the card of disappointments, feeling like things haven't quite worked out. And you know, what he's doing there is he's looking at what didn't work out rather than what can still work out. So the energy here is, don't worry if, you know, some things have been spilt along the way. Let's not worry about that. Let's look at what we can achieve rather than what we can't achieve now. And it's Cups, so it could possibly mean that you've had to leave some friendships and relationships behind, or there's been some sort of regret to do with something there, something connected to your heart chakra or somebody. But as I say, the focus of the 5 of Cups is, let's not focus on what we haven't got, let's focus on what we have got, and keep in that momentum of the 8 of Wands, because you're on a roll here. What do we have for your energy oracle card? It says the edge. Take a chance. Do something different, Gemini. Wow. Come to the edge. Beautiful card. Lovely rainbow on that too. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was a very quick one. I know they're quick, but that was very quick. Let me know how that resonates. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for joining me. And don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs as we move on to Cancer. Okay, quick shuffle first for Cancer. And then we're time stamping you at, what have we got, 14:24. So welcome, Cancer, to your midweek energy check-in reading. It's your past, your present, your future energies, and what they would like you to embrace more of. Okay, let's have a look. These will all be time stamped with a blue number next to your zodiac sign. So don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs too while you're at it. Okay, past energy for Cancer, please and thank you. We have the 7 of Wands, your current energy. What do we have? We have the 2 of Cups. Very nice. Your future energy is the 8 of Cups. And what they'd like you to embrace more of is the Hanged Man. Oh, Okay, Seven of Wands. Okay, Cancer. It's the energy you're just coming out of. This is a very defensive energy. This is you sticking to your guns, sticking to what gives you a fire in your belly and saying, no, I'm not going to move on that. I'm not going to be persuaded any other way. This is really sticking to your morals and what you really, truly believe in your, I don't know, in your firiness of your energy. It's Wands energy, so it can be a work situation. It can be like, no, really putting your foot down here and protecting your inner circle too is what that makes me feel, Cancer. Now the Two of Cups is your present energy, and this is you actually being quite open to connecting to somebody who is really on the same page as you, really getting to know somebody, or perhaps you know them already. This is your soulmate. Maybe you're reconnecting with a soulmate this week, but this is somebody who, there's no hierarchy, there's equal give and take in this friendship or relationship. It doesn't have to be a passionate relationship. It's, as I say, my soulmate, I've got a best friend. I've been friends with her since I was 3 years old. So that's a very, very long time. She's my soulmate energy. You don't have to talk to them every day, but when you do, you just completely get back to where you were, square one again. And as I say, you could be married to your soulmate. So there is something about you feeling very in line and in tune with some energies this week, and particularly being, I think sort of attracted to one particular energy, one particular person. The Eight of Cups is what you're stepping into, which is walking away from something. Now, I don't know if this Two of Cups is putting something into perspective for you. The Eight of Cups is the energy of this isn't ticking my heart chakra anymore. I need to go out and find what is. Doesn't mean to say you're leaving your soulmate. What it can mean is this soulmate could have pointed out a few home truths to you or said, do you really think that's what you need? Because sometimes that's what we need, is somebody to be completely open and honest with us, who have nothing to gain from anything. They just want to help you and be with you. The Eight of Cups is you walking away because you've outgrown something or somebody here. We might do a clarifier on that. Now, the Hanged Man is interesting. It's what they'd like you to embrace more of. This is taking a step back. So maybe before you go into that Eight of Cups energy, they want you to take a step back and look at something from an outside point of view, or maybe that's what that Two of Cups energy is giving you. This is somebody not within the circle, and again, I said about circles with that Seven of Wands, a circle of friends, a circle of something that can really give you a different perspective, and maybe they want you to embrace more of what they are giving you, the information that they are giving you. I am going to clarify that, and I'm going to clarify the Eight of Cups because I can. Okay, right. For you, Cancer, why do we have, let's do the Eight of Cups first of all. Why do we have the Eight of Cups for Cancer? Oh, we have the Devil energy. Well, yeah, you know what? Good call, because the Devil energy is feeling tired, feeling around toxic people. It's about feeling connected to somebody, but because they can be quite manipulative around you, of course you want to walk away from that energy. Maybe, as I say, this Two of Cups has given you a few home truths here, or even it's you're talking to a higher self with the Two of Cups. It can be reconnecting to your own soul energy. But the Devil also is a Capricorn, attributed to Capricorn, and it's just sort of saying, leave those bad habits behind, the things that do not serve you behind. The Hanged Man, though, is saying, taking a different perspective on it. But I think sometimes we have to look outside, because we can be too involved, be too close to a situation ourselves. Let's have a look. Hanged Man, why are you here? Hanged Man is attributed to Pisces also. So for some of you that may be relevant. Oh, we have the Emperor also. The Emperor, I feel like it's saying, put your foot down here, Cancer. Show him who's boss. You've made a decision here. The Emperor is the daddy of the deck, and it can be resulting with something to do with a father here. It can be some sort of conflict, or with a senior member, or somebody that is very connected to you, that's very mature around you. Because the Emperor is somebody who really is quite stubborn, Aries energy. What they'd like you to embrace more of, looking at them from a different perspective, maybe. Maybe this is a person around you that you have struggled to walk away from, and now it's like, no, you need to see how maybe he can be quite controlling, the Emperor. He certainly can be, because he's used to that. He's stuck in his ways. He cannot see any other way, quite a stubborn energy. If this is your energy they want you to embrace more of, I would say what they want you to do is be far more disciplined in your decision making and take take charge of a situation here. Right, okay, let's just finish with the Ancient Stones Oracle message for you. What do we have? Dancing with Stones, movement, teamwork and partnership. You've got your teamwork and partnership with your Two of Cups there, Cancer. So I hope that resonates. Let me know if it does. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs, as I said. And yeah, I'll see you at the weekend. Thank you, as always, Cancer. Okay, we're moving on to Leo. Leo. I don't know why I feel I have to check. It's the same every week. I don't know, it's habit, that is. Okay, quick shuffle for Leo. A quick shuffle for Leo. Did you see that? My light just went out there, Leo. I hope it's not too dark now, but it did. You just put my light out, Leo. Right, okay. Time stamping you at 20:44. So welcome, Leo, to your midweek energy check-in reading. I do need to just make sure I write that down correctly because I didn't. This is your past, your present, your future energies and what they would like you to embrace more of. The reading will be time stamped with a blue number next to your zodiac sign. So just pop your finger on that. Oh, and the like button if you don't mind. Right, let's have a look for Leo. Past energy. What do we have? We have the Queen of Cups. You're sitting currently as the World card. You're stepping into that the Hermit it is. What they would like you to embrace more of, is Judgment. Wow. So you have 3 majors here. Energy of Queen of Cups, what you're coming out of. Now, the Queen of Cups is the card of following her heart's desires. She's a queen, so she's nurturing, but she's the most loving, giving, nurturing queen in the deck. So much so, I nickname her the mothering, but she can be a bit smothering card. Now, this can be you actually realising, hang on a minute, how much am I giving out to everybody? Are you exhausted? You know, is this something that you're not getting back? Maybe even, but this is coming to the realization perhaps that you've got to fill up your own cup sometimes. You've got to put a lid on it and follow what you really want. Refuel your battery, Leo, in order to take on the next energy that you need, because I can see what that is. You're sitting as the World card, and now the World card, it's the final card in the Major Arcana, ready to start afresh, start something anew. You've accomplished a goal here, whether it's a project, whether it's moving house, opening up a business, moving job. You're feeling very accomplished. What is lovely about this Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups, sorry, but she is the Queen of Hearts. It is like you have followed your heart's desires and you're feeling very successful now. This card also tells me you're rolling your sleeves up thinking, what can I do next? Which is lovely. I love that for you. Now, the World card is also, as I say, it's the final card in the Major Arcana. It is about putting an end to something and accomplishing goals. But what I like about the World card, this is your decision. This is not something you're being pushed into. This is about you feeling now's the time. Now I feel I've got everything that I've learned along this journey I can take to my next chapter. You are stepping into the Hermit mode, or what's coming up in your future energy. This is literally saying, slow down, take a step back and have a good think about something. The Hermit is literally that. He likes to stay in, he likes to segregate himself, he likes to take himself away, to really go within and have a good think. Now, he's got the lantern in front of him, which only lights up one step at a time. So I do feel like they're urging you to draw yourself back a little bit coming up. Maybe because of the World card, you're ready to take on something new, but there is a little bit of a pause that is required. But the Judgment card is here, what they want you to embrace more of. Now, Judgment is having a good think. Also, with that Hermit card, it makes me feel like there's something coming up that you will need to think a little bit more outside the box from. You know, change a little bit, you know, colour outside the lines a little bit more on your belief systems, maybe. You know, when you think you've got, what do I want to say? You've always done something the same way, and it's kind of kept you dampened down. But now this World card is encouraging you to come out. But the Hermit is also at the same time saying you need to, you know, just take stock first of all on this, because there's a lot of thought to be had. Now, Judgment is also the card of communication with Archangel Gabriel, and it is about getting little nudges from the universe. So maybe you've got to go within in order to get those nudges, you know, to feel those nudges, to know exactly what's next on the cards for you. The Judgment card is about timing also, so there's something about now's the timing is right for you to I just feel like you've got to be less distracted about something, Leo, in order to get this nudge from the universe. It's what they want to give you. Now, nudges can come in any type of, in any type of method. For instance, when I started tarot, I literally just saw a tarot course being advertised. I thought, why not? I'm quite interested in that. And that's it for me. And I feel like there's something like that on the cards for you, Leo, too. Right, let's just, I'm going to clarify the Judgment card, first of all. Okay, we have two. So they both fell out in reverse. I'm going to have to take them in reverse. I don't want to, I'll be honest with you, because although the Five of Cups I do, the Five of Cups is really putting a positive spin on something. Whereas in the upright, it's saying this is about loss, regret and disappointment. This is you saying, actually, no, it's really done me a favour. Maybe that World card was finishing something that was quite traumatic, or how, I don't know. It's something that you now are following your heart's desires on. And then you've got the Two of Cups in reverse also. And I do feel like there's somebody that you really thought was on board with something, a project, maybe a teammate, somebody who you really felt connected to has done a bit of a, or might be doing a bit of a 180 to 360, whatever it is, a turnaround on their opinions or on their support for you. And maybe that's why you got to think a bit more outside the box. Perhaps you rely on them a little bit too much, Leo. I'm going to do another one on the Hermit too. Okay, the Hermit. One more for Leo, please, and thank you. What are we taking a step back and isolating ourselves? Maybe it's a kind of energy that wants to say, don't keep giving too much, Leo. Oh, we've got the Star card. A Star card with the Hermit. Wow. Talk about, yes, there's a massive need to have a little bit of self-reflection, a little bit of shadow work or mirror work. The Star card is the card of healing and hope. And also, it's about you following your true north. I feel like there's a little bit of, what do you call it? Tough love going to come on here for you, Leo. But you'll cope with it. It'll be absolutely fine. Okay, let's have a look at this. These are your Ancient Stones Oracle message to finish your reading. What do we have, please, and thank you for Leo. We have Wisdom Keeper. Now, the Hermit is the wisdom, the card of wisdom. It says a new perspective, study and learning. There we go. I love that for you. Anyway, Leo, let me know how that resonates. Have a wonderful week. Thanks as always for joining me. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs and your weekend readings, please, and thank you. Lovely. Okay, who are we moving on to, please? Virgo, of course we are. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Oh, my giddy aunt. They're all coming out. Let's give these a good shuffle. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Right, let's timestamp you at, what do we got? 28:02. Welcome, Virgo, to your midweek energy check-in reading. It's your past, your present, your future energy, and what they'd like you to embrace more of. My name is Shelley, and welcome to the channel. Soulful Tarot. Right, let's get this on the road. Right, Virgo, Seven of Swords is what you're coming out of, the energy you're just stepping out of. You're currently sitting as the King of Cups. Oh, I like this. Your future energy is the Judgment card. What they'd like you to embrace more of is the Star. Okay, Seven of Swords. Now, this is about strategizing. This is about having a plan. It's also the card of lying, cheating, stealing. Now, this is your energy reading, but it may mean that you feel like somebody hasn't been completely honest and open with you. That may have wanted you to start strategizing about something, about, you know what, before I get pushed off that cliff, I'm going to go down in my own time. I feel like for some of you, perhaps you're not surrounded by the best people, and you've got an inkling. It's a bit like, before you push me, I'm going to do it my way. Does that make sense? There's something about that. But also it's just about, being strategic about something. So if you're going for a job, obviously, and you want to leave your current job, you're not going to go and tell everybody, are you? That can be seen as, a little bit of a card of deceit. But so long as it's in, and it's in the right context for you, then there is nothing wrong with that. And I'll leave that completely up to you, Virgo. Now, you've got the King of Cups as you're sitting as at the moment. So I feel like you are absolutely in tune with your emotions at the moment, which proves that Seven of Swords has worked. You are confident and determined not to spiral emotionally about something. That's what that makes me feel. Now, the Judgment card is what you're stepping into. Now, Judgment is the card of timing. When timing is right, Archangel Gabriel comes along with his trumpet of communication and wakes you up and says, wakey, wakey, Virgo. It's like some sort of nudge from the universe is happening for you that you're stepping into. You're actually looking out for it now. Interesting. Now we've got the Star card is what they'd like you to embrace more of. The Star card is feeling hopeful, feeling like you're being healed on some aspect too. Now they want you to embrace more of that. Keep looking after yourself, Virgo. Keep doing that inner work. The Star card is always follows the Tower in the major arcana, so it can feel that, you know, something that you've dealt with, whether it's recently or from the past, you're still needing to do that work there. And I think Judgment is connected to that Star card. I just really want to have a look at why do we have Judgment here, please, and thank you. And by the way, Virgo, Pisces is back in your reading. There we go. King of Cups is attributed to Pisces. Right, Judgment, why are you here? Right, Three of Swords, Virgo. Here we go again. Okay, Three of Swords with Judgment. Is there a fear of being judged about something or somebody here? Is there a fear? Are you letting go of something and others are, I don't know, you're worried about what other people will think? Well, don't, because Judgment also encourages you to think a little bit more outside the box. Get out of that box of, I don't know, the routine, same thing, same every day. You know, the Three of Swords is the card of upset, heartbreak and heartache. Maybe that's why they want you to continue this Star card of looking after yourself energy. Something's coming along. Just know that it's meant to come along at that time too, however that resonates, however that Three of Swords is. Let's do one more on that for you, Virgo. But what I want to say is with that King of Cups, you're ready for it. Emotionally, you are absolutely ready for this. I honestly think you've got an inkling of whatever you're stepping into is actually coming up for you. Let's have a look. Five of Swords. Yeah. So Five of Swords is people being argumentative can be a bit like stabbing you in the back even, and feeling like you need to turn your back, draw a line in the sand and stop putting those swords in your heart. Get those swords out of your heart. It's about maybe there's a little bit of forgiveness going on here. Now it's time to forgive and forget. That's what that makes me think. Anyway, let's have a look at your ancient stones. That's too many. Oracle message for Virgo, please, and thank you. What do we have? We have boundaries, negotiations, contracts, and communication. As I said, Judgment is the card of Archangel Gabriel coming with his trumpet of communication. Maybe there's some news coming in there that maybe require negotiations, renegotiations, something that maybe it can be a little bit tricky to deal with. But I'm sure, Virgo, you've got it covered. So let me know how that resonates. And don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs, especially with that reading. That would be very interesting to see. Okay, let's move on. Thank you for watching, Virgo. Let's move on to Libra, please, and thank you. Okay, Libra. It's timestamp Libra at 33:32. So welcome, Libra, to your midweek energy check-in reading. Check-in reading. This is your past, your present, your future energy, and what they would like you to embrace more of. Okay, another couple of shuffles for Libra, please. There we go. We've got your past energy out. We've got the Page of Cups. Lovely energy. This is the card of pleasant surprises. This is your heart chakra. This is maybe somebody offering you something lovely, a date of some kind, communication, an offer, or you just feeling a little bit more chilled and going with the flow and following your heart's desires, your dreams, your aspirations. You are sitting as the Ten of Swords. Who are we doing? I beg your pardon, Libra. You are stepping into the moon energy. Okay. And what they'd like you to embrace more of is the Four of Cups. Oh, Libra, what is happening here? Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups for me is something about a pleasant surprise. The other side of the Page of Cups can be somebody who's around you who's really not committed, and they're a bit of what my mum would call a fly-by-night. You know, one minute they're there offering you their love, support, and going out for dates and lots of attention, and the next minute you don't hear from them for weeks on end. So however it resonates, the other side of the Page of Cups for me is a lovely surprise. As I said, it's following your heart's desires. It's like realising your hopes and dreams are actually achievable. But we've got the Ten of Swords as what some of you are sitting as, or you're sitting as here, Libra. This is like upset, turmoil, stressful times. It is a 10, so it's the end of the upset and the turmoil, but it is the card of feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. I do feel like this Page of Cups has really solidly let you down on some aspect. And it's a bit of a surprise, but not a particularly pleasant one for some of you, Libra. The Ten of Swords, though, we always call it the Blessing in Disguise card. You will see that he is actually with his hand there, making the sign of a blessing, which is what the Hierophant also makes the sign of. So whatever this is, and yes, it may feel very stressful, upsetting. As I say, it is the card of a blessing in disguise, especially if you're surrounded by somebody who you really don't know who you stand with. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What you're stepping into is another water sign, Pisces. Interesting. The energy coming up for you is the Moon card. Now, again, we're going to clarify this. The Moon card is very much the card of confusion and, again, not knowing where you stand. But the other side of the Moon card can be that now with that Ten of Swords energy, it's like, right, I'm not allowing myself to get into that situation again. The Moon card is saying, okay, let's bring everything to the surface. Let's get everything off our chest. Let's have clarity of mind and sure focus on what direction we're going in now. I will clarify that for you. In fact, I'm going to do that now. Because you're sitting with the Four of Cups as what they'd like you to embrace more of. King of Swords. Oh, yes. Very, very sure of himself. Yeah, you definitely have something truthful is being revealed coming up for you, where it's going to eliminate this feeling of confusion and not knowing where you stand. The King of Swords is very logical, very intelligent, very data-driven, analytical, and he looks at things. He keeps his heart out of it, and this is exactly what you're doing here. You're really looking at the facts of the matter here and not allowing, putting your foot down even, and having some sort of authority over something or a decision, making decisions very clear-cut, very sure. The King of Swords, I always call him like he could be a legal advisor, you know, because he looks at data. He's not interested in he said, she said. He's interested in the facts of the matter. So it's almost like you're stepping into this energy of, okay, let's just look at the black and white of this. Let's not bring our emotions into this. Now, what they want you to embrace more of is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is the card for me as sitting like a pretzel. You're being closed off to absolutely everything, not wanting to open your heart again. Maybe they do want you to protect yourself in the near future for what's coming up for you. I'm going to clarify that one again. As well as I should say. The other side to that card is what we tend to do then is we judge everybody by the same. You can't help yourself, can you? You tar everybody with the same brush. You judge everybody the same as what you've been treated. And you know, we can't help doing that. Maybe there's something to say, let's not do that. I mean, even here, there could be an apology coming in, but she's like closed off to it. I don't know. I'm really unsure which way they're encouraging you to go here, but your heart of hearts will know, however this resonates also, as to which way you go. Four of Cups, why are you here? That's, oh gosh, yeah, Fool card. Now, this looks like to me, do not tar everybody or everything with the same brush, because you've got the Fool energy coming in. Something about wiping the slate clean and starting something afresh is opening up for you, but you need to literally unfold those arms here in order to welcome that in. And the Fool card is the very first card in the Major Arcana, ready to start something afresh again without any baggage. You can see he's got a tiny little knapsack over his shoulder. There's no suitcases here. So I like that. Lovely ending to your reading. Let's have a look, Libra. This is a long one, hasn't it? How long have I been going for you? No, it isn't actually, it just feels it. Okay, right. Not as obviously as long as it feels for you though, guys. Okay, what do we have? Oh, the records. I've never seen this one before. This is a really strong message. It says, remember why you came, be bold, and legacy. Maybe there is something, you know, you need to continue. Maybe remember the legacy that's behind your soul, if you like, or whatever your legacy is. Remember why you're here. Are you here to represent something, somebody, to continue something on? Oh, I like that. That's a beautiful message at the end there for you, Libra. Right, let's, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how that resonates. And we're moving on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, let's, oh, that's far too many. Let's do a quick shuffle for Scorpio. And time stamping Scorpio at, 40. So welcome, Scorpio, to your midweek energy check-in reading. This is your past, your present, your future energy and what they'd like you to embrace more of. And your timestamp is 4040. I like that. That's a nice angel number. Have a Google at that and see what that means for you. Right, okay. What's the past energy, please and thank you, for Scorpio? What do we have? Knight of Wands, sitting presently as the Empress, the High Priestess. Coming up, Two of Swords. What they'd like you to embrace more of is the Queen of Pentacles. I beg your pardon. I couldn't quite see that one. You've taken some very spontaneous actions and spontaneous, I don't know, or had a real fire in your belly about something recently, Scorpio, whether it's a new job, a new relationship. But whatever it is, the Knight of Wands is like, oh yeah, let's get this show on the road. I'm really, you know, excited about this. Very driven energy, lovely, lovely energy. You're sitting currently as the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is somebody who really encourages you to go within, trust your intuition, bit of a psychic energy going on here too for you, Scorpio. Have you got an inkling on something or somebody here? Are you waiting for more information too? Because she's also classed as the card of secrets, because she holds things very close to her chest. She doesn't need to blurt things out. There's something you're sitting very quietly confident about here. And then you're stepping into the Two of Swords, which is opening up new pathways for you. Now, the nice thing about both of these cards is they're encouraging you to trust your intuition. When we see blindfolds in the tarot, which she has on, it's, as I said, it's saying don't look at the outside. Don't be influenced by anything else. Go really within. Now, the Two of Swords is like coming to a Y in the road. You know, you've got a fork in the road. You can go that way or you can go that way. But whatever it is, you have two choices, which is really nice. What they want you to embrace more of is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful card. She's a queen, so she's very nurturing. She's very giving. She's very generous, the Queen of Pentacles, with her time and her energy. But she's also very... what do I want to say? Very, very aware of her her self-worth at the same time. She's very resourceful. So if there's something to do with finances here, it's kind of saying, don't panic. Trust the universe. You know there's enough to go around. You will be resourceful. You will make it work. Whether that's, you know, just bring in the finances a little bit so that somebody else can have it. You know, there's something very settled and grounded about the Queen of Pentacles too. And that's why it feels like there's no panic around this. There's like, do not panic. If it's money you're worried about, then, or a financial status or something to do with the home, the tangible assets, it feels like very Empress energy, like just sit back and watch the universe. Just trust the universe is what that makes me feel. I'm going to do a clarification on the Queen of Pentacles. I want some more information about that, please. That's all I keep hearing is don't panic, don't panic. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is very content energy, financially content. What do we have? 10 of Pentacles. There we are. That's why you're going to be content. Ten of Pentacles is the card of financial abundance. Obviously, it's a 10. It's like the best financial card you can get. This is feeling rich, but also rich, I say, surrounded by family, surrounded by having time and energy for everybody, and them having it for you too. Oh, let's do one more on that. I don't know if this Two of Swords is perhaps, is it something to do with the family? Is it like, oh my gosh, you know, I might have to spend more time at work and leaving the family. I don't know if there's some sort of, but you've got the Lovers also here. Is that your Two of Swords energy with two people having to make a choice here? The Lovers is about passionate connections and relationships. Interesting. I'm tempted to do another one there, Scorpio. What is going on here? It's like you've got to make a choice in a relationship coming up here. And maybe, you know, it's like something as simple as, you know, do we... I don't know. I can't really give an example. All I'm saying is it doesn't have to be dramatic. But I do feel like it's like, do you choose a relationship or do you move? I don't know for some of you. There's not a moving card here, though. But somebody very passionate is connected to you here. And especially you've got the Ten of Pentacles. It's like it's a choice between family and relationships here going on. Anyway, let's have a look at your Ancient Stones Oracle. The Lovers is attributed to Gemini, so I wonder if some of you are, that's a part of your why in the road is also a Gemini. Let's have a look. What do we have here? We have the Eggstone, feminine power, embodiment and fertility. This is like giving birth to new ideas, but also I'm very drawn to the Queen of Pentacles. She's very Empress energy, which is also the Eggstone and feminine power. Gosh, I hope that resonates for you, Scorpio. Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out your Moon and Rising signs, especially with that reading. That did feel like there needs to be more messages added to that. But it also felt like if you know, you know, obviously. Right, okay. It's a bit of a silly thing to say, really. Right, Sagittarius, we're moving on to you. Okay, let's have a good old shuffle first. Please and thank you. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay, time stamping Sagittarius at, what do we have? 47:24. So welcome, Sagittarius, to your midweek energy check-in reading. It's your past, your present, and your future energy and what they would like you to embrace more of. Right, Sagittarius, let's have a look. One more, please, and thank you. Okay, your past energy is the Ten of Wands. You are sitting as the Devil, which is Capricorn. Coming up is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, and what I'd like you to embrace more of, oh, Knight of Cups. Now, at the moment, doesn't matter what reading I do, Sagittarius seems to get Capricorn in their reading. And Capricorn are getting Sagittarius. There's a real connect there. Right, Ten of Wands is what they'd like, is what you're coming out of, I beg your pardon. This is good. This is you have really achieved something, but it's really been hard work. But you deserve a pat on the back for it, Sagittarius, because you haven't given up, you've pursued with it, and I think you're reaping the rewards now. You are, you know, it's a 10, so it's rolled back down to a 1, a new beginning, something about new, a fresh beginning. You are sitting in a Devil energy. See, I can't help but feel that it's like there's confidence here. There is, I don't know, I'm not saying, because the Devil energy is about being surrounded by toxic people. I'm not saying you're toxic at all. I just feel like you've got a fire in your belly about something now. And it's giving you a little bit of, you know, we all need a little bit of a devil in us. And I feel it's bringing you out even your, I wouldn't say childlike side. I'm going to clarify that one. That does seem a bit odd for me to say that, but that is how it's making me feel. With that Ten of Wands, it's like, yeah, I'm just going to get a bit more out there and, don't know, not be quite so conforming to everything and everybody. Two of Pentacles, also, look at that, is what you're stepping into. This is being flexible. This is like, again, not not conforming quite so much. The Two of Pentacles is, again, it's money, so finances. It can be that you've got to like rein in the finances, but it's also about being flexible with it and knowing that you can do both things. That's how that makes me feel. Maybe this Devil energy, you know, you're just financially, you're being a little bit more, what would you want to say? A bit more of a risk taker. I don't know, Sagittarius. However, it resonates for you, but that's what I'm getting. Now, the Knight of Cups is what they'd like you to embrace more of. The Knight of Cups is a beautiful energy. This is a very soft energy. This is somebody coming in to give you love, attention, even help, even an apology. So if you want to say, no, it's all right, I can do it. There is something about, please start accepting some help here now. Maybe you're going to need it with the Two of Pentacles, because it feels like there's two things, or maybe reprioritization of something that's happening here, but you're going to need a little bit of help. Let's do that Devil energy. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. It's a very odd feeling I have for you, Sagittarius. Okay, why do we have the Devil energy here, please and thank you? Oh, Ten of Cups, yes. I feel like this is happy. This is you feeling fulfilled about something, but it's actually making you feel like I'm just going to be a bit more, I don't want to say naughty. There's something that you are outside your norm, is what I want to say, Sagittarius, and that makes you feel like, oh, I'm being a bit of a devil. The Ten of Cups is sunshine and rainbows. It's a beautiful energy. You're feeling very confident in a relationship and friendship also here. Very fulfilled. Love that. Let's do another one on that Knight of Cups. Please and thank you for Sagittarius. What do we have? The Page of Cups. Wow, lots of proposals here, Sagittarius. Maybe that's your Devil energy. Maybe it's like, do you know what? I'm going to say yes. I wouldn't normally. I'm going to go for it. Love that. Okay, let's have a look at your ancient stones. Oracle message. What do we have? Obstacle. Find another road. Flexibility. Oh, there we are. There's your flexibility. And change. Maybe you're going to have to step into something and rethink something, but you're going to cope with this for sure. You've got the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups. Go with the flow energy. Accept help and love and offers, even apologies. But you need to be a bit flexible about something coming up. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how it resonates. Don't forget to check out your moon and rising signs. And we're moving on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. I wonder if you get Sagittarius. We'll see. What is Sagittarius? Temperance, isn't it? Hang on a minute. Sagittarius. Yes, it is. Right, also, is there another one? I remember most of them, but not all of them. Okay, right, let's have a look. Time stamping Capricorn at 53:20. So welcome, Capricorn, to your midweek energy check-in reading. It's your past, your present, your future energies, and what they would like you to embrace more of. Okay, past energy for Capricorn. What do we have? The Hanged Man. You're sitting as the Magician. They'd like you to, you're stepping into, I beg your pardon, the Five of Swords. And what they'd like you to embrace more of is the Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Hanged Man is the card of Pisces. Just coming out with this is something that you've had to remove yourself. You're a bit too close to something or a situation, and you've had to really stop and have a good think, take yourself away from it for a time being. Bit of a pause this is, and think of something from a different perspective. Maybe you've had to put yourself in their shoes and think along their lines. Or maybe you're just too embroiled with something and you've had to go, right, okay, yeah, I need to take a step back. I'm a bit too involved with this. You're sitting as the Magician at the moment, really confident. Love this. This is like, this is the I can card, and I will. The Magician tells you you've got everything up your sleeves that you need in order to start something new. There's the confidence there. You've got all the 4 aces. This is manifestations and new beginnings. I'm going to do a clarification on that. But you're stepping into the 5 of Swords. This is creating a little bit of conflict here along the lines. Maybe this confidence with the Magician, perhaps what you're sitting back and taking to think about is, how can I change this up? I need to start something new. The Magician comes along and goes, well, I can do that, not a problem. That's your inner self, by the way, looking in the mirror going, yeah, I can do that, not a problem. At the 5 of Swords, it creates a little bit of conflict for somebody, or maybe you even. Maybe you've got a realization going on somewhere. You've drawn a line in the sand and you're walking away from some conflict. Whereas normally you might bite, that's what I would say, Capricorn. Now, the 9 of Swords is the card of facing your fears. The 9 of Swords is about something keeping, going, thoughts and emotions on, just feeling very stressed. And the 9 of Swords encourages us to, let's get this on paper. Let's deal with this, whatever your fears are that you're taking to bed with you, or that you are keeping locked away in that head of yours. Maybe that's the 5 of Swords. The confidence of the Magician might be telling them exactly, perhaps you're taking control over something that you wouldn't normally. Anyway, I don't know. Let's have a look. We're going to clarify. I want to clarify the 5 of Swords, please, and thank you for Capricorn. What do we have? Page of Pentacles. Very earthy energy, the Page of Pentacles. Very grounded. Yeah, it's like saying, again, I just don't think it's a case of you stepping into an energy of, I'm not going to bite. I'm just going to go on my way, keep grounded, keep doing what I'm doing, because I know I've got a long-term goal to be achieved here. Perhaps a financial goal, something that you've got plans about. The Page of Pentacles is also the card about, what can I do practically to start something fresh here, something that I'm giving it my all. I'm prepared to give it my all, but for some reason that's creating a little bit of conflict here. Let's just do one more there. What do we have? The 4 of Pentacles. Very money orientated here, Capricorn. 4 of Pentacles is about being financially stable, but also in control and reining it in a little bit. Interesting. With that 5 of Swords, is that going to create conflict? Maybe conflict at work. Maybe you're preserving your time and energy for something else, especially with this Page of Pentacles. It's like you've come to a little bit of a decision here with that Hanged Man. Why should I be working all these hours when I can start something afresh for myself? You might need to walk away from something there, or somebody. I'm going to do one on the 9 of Swords too. Why do we have the 9 of Swords here, please? And thank you. These are supposed to be quick readings. For Capricorn, what do we have? The King of Pentacles. Capricorn, you always get the King of Pentacles. It's finances. Something to do with financial situation. The King of Pentacles, very successful. Very, he's built his kingdom. He's very sure, very confident, very settled, very grounded. He sticks to what he knows. Is there something coming up where it's going to be like with that Magician energy? Are you going a little bit outside your comfort zone here? You're starting something afresh. Don't know, it's not going down well with others, but hey ho. But I just feel like you're remaining grounded and focused on what you want to do here with that King of Pentacles. You know it's going to be successful. You know it's going to be, you've got to feel very established over it too. But it's keeping you up at night at the same time. Oh, interesting. Right, let's have a look at your Ancient Stones message to finish your reading. Let's have a look. What do we have? The Sanctuary, harmony and balance, joy and contentment. That's your goal, isn't it? That is your goal that you're heading towards. might just the goal for everybody, let's face it, but it looks like you're on the route to it. You're heading towards that rainbow there, Capricorn. Love that. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how it resonates. Do check out your moon and rising signs too. And I'll see you at the weekend. Let me know how it resonates. Have a wonderful week. And yeah, thanks as always for watching. Right, we're moving on to Aquarius. Now, Aquarius, you have the Fool energy just popped out there. Very nice. Right, let's quick. Oh my goodness, 2 of Wands. We need to get on with your reading because they're chomping at the bit to come out. 2 of Wands and the Fool. Lovely cards. But I haven't time-stamped you yet, so I better hurry up and do that. Right, Aquarius, we are at 1 minute 00:08. So welcome, Aquarius, to your midweek energy check-in reading. This is your past, your present, your future energies and what they would like you to embrace more of. Now, before I time-stamped, you got 2 cards out individually. One was the Fool, one was the 2 of Wands. Great cards. There we go. We've flicked over. This is your past energy. This is your star. This is the star card. Your current energy is, oh my God, the sun. The stars, the sun, you're in the highlight, you're in the limelight, Aquarius. What are you stepping into? The 6 of Wands, of course you are. Wow, a lovely successful energy here. And what they'd like you to embrace more of is the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles just bringing you back down to earth, I'm afraid. Right, the Star card is what you're coming out of. The Star card is the card of healing, the card of hope and faith. This is the card of following your true north and knowing which way you really want to go in life. It's also to say you've done a lot of inner work perhaps here now, and you've healed from maybe quite a traumatic event, something that really pulled the rug from under you, and you've done a lot of good work there. You're continuing to do the work. You're understanding now that you have to fill up your own tank now in order to get what you want, because you're sitting as the sun, and the sun is the most positive, vibrant card in the deck. Absolutely gorgeous card. This is the card of success. This is the biggest yes in the deck. Oh, this is lovely. You're feeling revitalized, energized, feeling like there's a fresh beginning and there's growth there. There's also security. I'm very drawn to the lovely stone wall at the back there with the sunflowers raising over it. And I feel like there's like a flag of victory going on. But I know I've said that because I can see the 6 of Wands is what you're stepping into. Whatever you're going into here, you're being very successful at it. This is about other people seeing your success, achieving goals. Could be like something, for instance, I don't know, you may be buying a business and it's really come off. It's really, you're seeing the growth, and other people are seeing the growth too. They understand the battle that you've been through to get to this stage. This is about achieving good results. Some of you could be passing exams next week, or just stepping into that energy of like, I'm really successful at this and I know I can make this work. This is beautiful. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, what they'd like you to embrace more of. This is the card of slow and steady wins the race. So whilst you're in this amazing energy, and the Star card, by the way, is also the card of being in the limelight. So is the Sun card. You've got the sun shining down on you. The Knight of Pentacles kind of brings you back down to earth, and it's like, right, okay, this is great, but you still need to be very practical about this. There is a big focus on finance and long-term plans here. And also, make sure everything's in order is what this is telling me. Make sure you've got plans in place to keep that growth going. And this is something that's been on the cards for a long time, is what it makes me feel. And so there's no rush to this, by the way, Aquarius. It's happening anyway by the looks of that. Let's clarify. What should we clarify? The 6 of Wands. Let's clarify the 6 of Wands for Aquarius, please and thank you. What's this success all about? Lovely. And again, it's about being in the limelight again. Everything here, all 3 cards, is about you being successful, having the spotlight on you. Yep, Judgment. Love that. This is about timing. Judgment is. It's about literally having a bit of a revelation. Maybe it's the timing of your new job, the timing of something, whatever this is that you're very successful at. It's all saying that this is even divinely guided, because with the star card, you know, you've got your team there. You've got the stars in the sky that, you know, can be referred to as your spiritual team guiding you. You're really being guided by somebody also. Now, the Judgment card is the card of wakey wakey, but I think, you know what, you're already awake here, Aquarius. You're just listening and watching out and colouring a little bit outside the lines to what you normally would do. And you're seeing the success because of that. Oh, I love that. Right, okay, let's have a look at your Ancient Stones Oracle message to finish the reading for Aquarius, please and thank you. That's about 4. We only want 1, please. Nope. Oh, no, it's 4 again. 1, please. There, thank you. What do we have? Be the mountain. I've never seen this one. And it says, slow and steady. That's the mantra of the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady, foundations and patience. There we go. That sums that up for you. Love that for you, Aquarius. Let me know how that resonates. Have a wonderful week and thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out your moon and your rising signs as we move on to the final message for Pisces. Are we still in Pisces season? No, we're not. Oh, I think we've just come into Aries, haven't we? Better do an Aries reading. Right, okay, Pisces, we're time stamping you at 01:05:42. So welcome, Pisces, to your midweek energy check-in reading. This is your past, your present, your future energies and what they would like you to embrace more of. Okay, let's have a look at Pisces. Okay, your past energy, Pisces. Ace of Pentacles. Present energy is that the 10 of Pentacles? Yes, lovely. Wow. Your future energy is the High Priestess. And what they'd like you to embrace more of is the Tower. Of course it is. I'm pretty sure you got the Tower in your weekend reading and you got the Ace of Pentacles. And you got the Garden and the Gate because I'm pretty sure it was Pisces. Anyway, Ace of Pentacles. Is there something that's come in that you are a little bit unsure of? Some sort of offer coming in or some sort of idea that that something is quite tangible that you could perhaps pursue. This can be a new job, a new contract. It can be something that relates to our real life because that's what Pentacles is. It's that grounded energy. It's our everyday lives. So there's something coming in that's offer or has come in. I don't know if you're considering it or if you have considered it. Because you've jumped from an ace to a 10 and sitting as the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever that new beginning is, that new contract, it's paying off here, literally financially paying off. You're feeling quite flush, I would say, Pisces. Now, when I say that, it doesn't always mean financially, money-wise. It can also relate to your time and energy, feeling like, you know what, you're feeling really grateful for the people around you. You've got supportive family. Maybe you've just added to your family. Maybe that's what the Ace of Pentacles is, a new beginning, a new addition. But it's a lovely energy. It's feeling very stable. There's something about also feeling very secure at the moment, feeling like, I don't know, something to do with this Ace of Pentacles is giving you this energy of that's the long-term plans. That's what you should be focusing on, something long-term. Maybe that's what you're considering at the moment with that 10 of Pentacles too. Now, the High Priestess is the energy you're stepping into. This is lovely because you're trusting your intuition on something here. As I say, I still think it's to do with that Ace of Pentacles. I don't think that's not the end of this. This is you feeling, I've got to make a decision. I need to really trust my inner guidance on this because they've got the Tower that they want you to embrace more of. And this is big change. What needs big change? Maybe that is why the High Priestess is here also. Interesting. Right, High Priestess. Shall we clarify you? No, we've got to do the Tower, haven't we? No, we'll do both. What have we got to trust our intuition on here? Oh, Death card. Oh my giddy aunt. You've got so many cards of endings here, Pisces. But also new beginnings. And that's exactly what the Death card says. It's like you've got to stop something to let this new thing in. You've got to close a door to open another door. the Death card is about transformation, letting go of the past to welcome the new. You know, it's a bit like what my mum used to do on New Year's Eve. She'd say, let the old year out in the back door and open the front door to allow the new energy in. And that's exactly what you're doing here. This is what you're stepping into. But you've got to trust your intuition on it, and stop ignoring it, Pisces, if you are. Now, the Tower. Why do we have the Tower for Pisces? And it's like, embrace big change here. I mean, I don't know. I'm a Pisces. I don't like big change. So I can see why they're kind of saying, embrace more of that. Yeah, 2 of Wands. Oh, my giddy aunt. This is the card of stepping outside your comfort zone, giving yourself that little nudge that you know, like with the High Priestess, that you really should be doing and pursuing. Anyway, I can't say any more on that because all of your readings, and it doesn't matter who you listen to, all Pisces readings are saying the same. Okay, right, let's have a look. What is the Ancient Stone's final message for Pisces, please? Ancestral messages, connection, belonging, ask for help. Maybe that's what the High Priestess is doing, you know. You're connecting to the universe, you're connecting to those above, getting some divine guidance from somebody. Look at them, though. Look at all the generations within that picture. There is something about legacy, and that's also what the Ten of Pentacles represents. Legacy, older generations, following on a tradition of some kind too. Anyway, let me know how that resonates. Have a wonderful week. Check out your moon and rising signs for extra messages, and I shall see you at the weekend. Thanks as always for tuning in. Much love, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, everybody.